Hello and welcome to our next journey. Today, it's all about the story of Boyd Bushman, a man of science, a man of secrets, a man who spent his life peering into the hidden corners of our world, and perhaps beyond it. Boyd Bushman was born in 1936 in a small town in the United States. He grew up with a curious mind, always asking questions, always tinkering with radios and electrical circuits, always wanting to know how things worked as he grew older. His love of science deepened. He earned his degrees in physics and engineering, and eventually he worked for some of the most secretive and advanced aerospace companies in the world. Boyd spent many years at Lockheed Martin in their skunkworks division. This is the same division that designed aircraft like the SR-71 Blackbird and the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter, highly classified projects, experimental aircraft, propulsion systems that pushed the boundaries of known science. Imagine spending your days surrounded by blueprints and prototypes of machines that could fly faster than sound, higher than the clouds, cloaked from radar. Imagine holding in your hands the secrets of technologies decades ahead of the public world. Boyd Bushman held more than 25 patents. He worked on laser guidance systems, advanced propulsion, and electromagnetic technologies. He was respected by his colleagues, seen as a brilliant mind, someone who thought differently, they said. He would walk into meetings with unusual sketches, proposing ideas that sounded impossible. Yet somehow, with his quiet confidence, he would make them real. A man sitting alone in his workshop, under a single lamp, late into the night, his desk covered with notes, equations, and diagrams of propulsion coils and anti-gravity models. The hum of fluorescent lights above him, the ticking of a clock on the wall, the silent stillness of secrets waiting to be revealed. As Boyd reached the final years of his life, his health began to fade. He knew his time on this earth was coming to an end. And so, in 2014, he decided to speak. He recorded a video interview where he spoke about extraterrestrials. His voice was calm, not trembling, not fearful, just matter of fact. He said, "I do not care what others think. I simply want to share the truth. Before I go." In his confession, Boyd said that the United States government had been working with aliens for decades. He claimed that there were at least 18 aliens stationed at Area 51, cooperating with scientists on advanced technologies. He described them as being roughly 4.5 to 5 feet tall, with long, slender fingers, 3 or 4 joint segments in each finger, and webbed feet. They had large heads and eyes that could see beyond our visible spectrum. Imagine seeing the world through their eyes, seeing ultraviolet light and infrared, colors we cannot even name. Here are some parts of his interview.
My name is Boyd Bushman. I'm a senior scientist from Lockheed Martin. I have a total of 27 patents. I was born in Texas, graduated from Texas A&M University, and worked for Hughes Aircraft, General Dynamics, Texas Instruments, and then 20 years at Lockheed Martin. I was with the Skunk Works. They call it Area 51, but it's a 39-mile trip to go there. You get on the bus, it has no windows, and you go to the location and work. I asked them how they navigate the craft. He said, "Well, it's like flying a helicopter. You just think about where you want to go, and the craft will go there." I asked, "How do you communicate with your people?" He said, "Telepathy." I asked, "What's your lifespan?" He said, 200 years. They are about 4.5 to 5 feet tall. They have 3 backbones. Their eyes are different, and their noses are different, but they are similar to us. Their IQ is over 200. They are telepathic. The aliens that I worked with, I called them Quintumnia. They come from a planet 68 light years away. They can travel faster than the speed of light. These are the individuals. They're approximately 230 years old. Their eyes are different. They have 5 fingers, but are longer than ours, and they have webbed feet. I asked them about God. They said, "We are all sons of God." There are at least 18 extraterrestrials working in Area 51 right now. Some of them are around 230 years old. They use an anti-gravity system. What you see here is a model I built. Based on what I learned, it uses magnets to reduce the weight of an object. The principles can be scaled up. The craft that I worked on, the UFO craft, they use what is called element 115. It allows them to create their own gravity field, which makes them able to travel faster than light by manipulating time and space. Here is one of their craft. It's a disc shape about 38 feet in diameter. It can travel anywhere on Earth in less than a minute. I decided to tell this now because I am at the end of my life. I have nothing to gain. I just think the world should know what I know. I'm not afraid of death, but I think we need to understand we are not alone. They have been here for a long time. They are peaceful. They want us to grow up spiritually and stop fighting wars. That is their message. We must understand that the universe is full of life. We are just one part of a much bigger family.
Boyd said, these beings came from a planet called Quintumnia, a planet 68 light-years away, he claimed. He said, they traveled to Earth in crafts that could bend gravity, manipulating time and space to cross vast distances instantly. He described their propulsion system as using anti-gravity. He showed small metal pieces, which he claimed were samples of alien technology. When he placed magnets near them, the objects would repel or float in unusual ways. He said, gravity was not what we thought it was, that it could be manipulated, and that these beings had mastered it long ago. Boyd described the aliens as peaceful. He said, they communicated telepathically, that they had no need for spoken language. They could project images directly into a human's mind and read your intentions before you even spoke them. Just pure understanding, emotion, meaning, no lies, no confusion, only truth, shared from mind to mind, soul to soul. In his final video, Boyd held up photographs, blurry, unclear, images of beings with large heads and dark eyes. He claimed these were taken within Area 51 by security personnel, using disposable cameras that were smuggled out. He smiled as he flipped through the photos, almost like a proud grandfather showing pictures of his grandchildren. He believed with all his heart that what he was sharing was the truth, and as he spoke, there was no hint of deception, only a quiet, tired honesty. Many skeptics dismissed his claims. They said his photographs were fake. His statements were fantasies of an old man nearing death. But others believed him completely. They said, why would a man with nothing left to gain and nothing left to lose lie about such things? Why would a man who dedicated his life to science risk his entire reputation for a story, unless it was his truth? Whether Boyd Bushman's confession was true or imagined, it carries a message that we are small in a vast, silent, mysterious universe, that perhaps, somewhere out there, another being is lying down, drifting into its own kind of sleep, wondering if we exist. Imagine, for a moment, floating far above Earth, seeing the blue oceans, the green lands, the white clouds swirling in silent winds,